Today I'm going to go over some of the P22 problems and the Carbon Sled fix kit. I've already got this clutch cleaned and pulled the spring out, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the cover off. So one of the problems with this is, unlike the P85 clutch where the spider was held on with a big nut, this spider is held on by this retainer, and the bolt is what holds the retainer. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the bolt out now. So once the clutch bolt is out, the retainer just pulls right out like that. It's just held in by an O-ring. And then once that retainer's out, the entire movable sheave and spider can be pulled off the sled. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle it back and forth a bit. It's tight on the splines. There we go. That's the entire movable sheave, spider assembly, everything being held on by the clutch bolt. Now I've got the spider pulled out and the movable sheave put on the stock 22, 23 P22 collar, and I'll hold it in here just so you can see how wiggly this sheave is. That's even with me holding the collar pushed against its shoulder. You know, a lot of play. I can pull this back off here. One of the components is this lightweight titanium collar that adds additional support. This is a great piece by Carbon Sled, part of their fix kit. So pull off the stock collar, put the titanium Carbon Sled collar on, and I can slide my movable sheave back on. Again, holding the collar in with my hands, you can see that there's much less movement with the movable sheave. It still needs some free play with thermal expansion, and it needs to be able to slide freely back and forth, but that is much better than the stock Polaris collar. Okay, now I got my movable sheave back on, spider back on, splines are greased as per the instructions that are supplied from Carbon Sled. Now, next up is the main component. This is the sheave connector. I'll go ahead and install that shortly, but we've got to put blue thread locker on the threaded section and high temperature sleeve retaining compound on the smooth section. This is the part that threads into the withdrawal threads inside the clutch and then holds the spider in place. Okay, I've got the sheave connector installed now. For the interest of time, I went ahead and did that off camera. Once you get the thread locking compound, got to thread it in right away and torque it to 80 foot-pounds. So now it's in there. I still got the clutch bolt in my hand. You can see that this sheave does not come off the sled now. The connector is threaded into the clutch removal threads inside the stationary sheave and is holding on the spider and in turn the movable sheave. Now, this is an OEM, the newest version of the clutch bolt. I can just put that right back in, and nice snug fit. Thread that in. Fits inside that sheave connector perfectly. And then torque this to 110 foot-pounds, put the spring in, cover on, and we're good to go. No more P22 problems.